This is really good.
Prepare for battle.
It's going to be an interesting one indeed. I like the idea as well. Part of the reason that I really like the puck pick in general is just because I felt like with the Tusk, with the CM, with the Tiny as a potential mid laner, even though we didn't end up seeing it as of yet, there was a very large possibility that whoever it is that it was going to be mid is just going to get roamed on, and that becomes less likely now because the puck is so survivable. But the Tiny gives you some amount of potential just to apply pressure yourself, and then if you want to, maybe you rotate in one other hero. But Resolution going to be on the high ground, spots out, hey, guess what, there's a couple people out there, they throw out the shards, aren't going to be able to catch him, but just a time walk over the edge of him, and with that, CompLexity should be able to secure the top rune.
No, yeah. And there's...
Oh no! Oh, silenced up. Weeha's gonna go down, I believe. Yeah, first blood going to Chessie. Well played.
The Swindle crippling fear factor. 3 seconds duration day. Oh my goodness, what a player.
They never expect the crippling fear first from the Night Stalker, but it was exactly what they needed at that point. That was really well played there.
And it was really nice from DC too. I'm gonna give them a bit of credit, even though they gave away first blood there. Very unfortunate for Weeha. That's could have been avoided, but they put their two heroes that can't really get caught out by the snowball if it was potential, by having the illusionary orb as well as having the time walk. So it was really nice watching how they approached that, because they knew CompLexity were going to come and test that pool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was something that I feel like we saw. Maybe it was CompLexity even again that smoked out towards that lane yesterday in the games that we were watching, and the Ricky ended up being there and getting exposed. That was probably Southeast Asia again. I'm getting it all mixed up. There's so much Dota around. But meanwhile, the safe lane Leshrac, a bit of another... I think that we actually first saw this in Southeast Asia, and maybe a couple of games as well previously in other regions, but it's really strong. You just take a lot of points in that Diabolic Edict and try and take down the tower before it gets too late into the game, but they're going to answer it by running an aggressive tri-lane with Misery, Resolution, and Saksa here on the Doom, Keeper of the Light, and the Void. Kind of an interesting answer.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see how they're approaching. They don't want the Beastmaster to get shut down, because that's what CM provides you. You shut down the Beastmaster in the off lane, because he doesn't have that board to constantly harass. Top, bam!
Oh my god, looking for the Coddle Blast as well. It's not quite going to be enough, and is going to be able to salve through that. One other point we didn't talk about a ton, and it's kind of cool actually, as Swindles is trading hits here with Moo. Z-Freak also going to start bringing him fairly low, and the boars, they should be able to keep him alive. What I was going to say though is the Infernal Blade combination with the Chakra Magic, you can potentially get a double Infernal Blade once that's maxed up to the max level.
Yeah, it's going to be really devastating for anybody having double. And there's a lot of neat things you can do with this. So
sidesteps that one. That was nice. Oh, gonna go out the time walk as well. There's gonna be the frostbite, and with that they should stop chasing. But again, you can already see the pressure that's being applied onto these two heroes up here. They've got a nice amount of mana regen, but with the Arcane Aura only up at level 1, it might not be enough to allow them to continue to spam out those spells. And actually, a Hadouken comes in from afar. Anskin just going to keep on getting punished in this lane, and this is the danger of running a CM.
And a Lush.
Yeah.
Both of these heroes are squishy. They're benefiting from this patch, getting that extra strength early on, or HP. I mean, they would be sitting on, I would feel like 500 HP, if not lower. So at least these intelligence heroes benefited a lot from the patch. Meanwhile, Swindles is getting bodied in this lane. It was once a dual lane, but now Moo is just caught back up. Tusk can't do anything in the bottom lane, and they're gonna go
snowball
for it.
In. They've got the Void, and gonna bring them in with it as well. Just gonna try and see if they can do enough damage to keep them out for the moment. Shards, Moo. Oh my god, is he really gonna be able to do this? Dodging away also from the Void. It's not gonna be able to come out. Moo is gonna be able to maybe walk away from this one. 30 HP. Oh my god, Moo has been playing so unbelievably good this whole series. MVP for me by far.
He's been playing absolutely well, but I think that was a little bit of a misplay coming in from Swindles. He had the Mango ready, but he didn't pop it fast enough. So had the Void 1, if not 2 seconds earlier, and that might have cost him that kill.
Oh, Hanskin again taking the damage here. Caught in the trees with the Keeper of the Light. It's a scary proposition indeed, and looks like for the moment at least they're going to be fine. The other thing we didn't talk about a ton either is the little combo there of Resolution potentially being able to have the double time walk once the Chakra Magic is maxed out.
He's going to be like the anti-mage factor. Oh, the blast's going to hit on him.
Hanskin dropping low, one more hit. Is it going to be enough? They do find the kill, but also the Diabolic Edict. They end up going for the Fairy Fire, trying to face off against Chessie here, and stuck in the woods. He's going really deep into this, and maybe going to be able to make something happen, or Splitter's not going to be enough. They sidestep from the dodge as well. All the ice shards aren't going to be able to find him, and he heads out of there. Actually not going to be able to
Bottom
survive.
lane.
But they kill off one and might be able to lose another.
Yep, they killed mid lane. Limp, solo kill, that's what we talked about. Killing Puck.
Oh, Resolution again. Yeah, he's in maybe a little bit of trouble. Does have the time walk this time, so should be able to take away a lot of that damage. And actually the Ice Blast and the Earth Split's going to be able to find this. Rezo barely alive. He does finally fall. Man, a lot of aggression. Again, sparing no expense in this series. Weehaw showed up, though. He wants to party. He's going to jump now after Chessie. One more right click is going to finish him off. Hanskin also on the menu, but not going to be able to dive deep for that one.
Yep. Nice rotation in. And that's Puck before he's level 6. Could have got 2, if not 3 kills there if he had the coil up. And he should have it here soon. Z-Freak could be in trouble.
Oh, finding him. He is going to snowball. They dodged the silence with that one, and also going to be able to phase shift away from that damage. Meanwhile, Hanskin throws out the Crystal Nova. Chessie is here. Going to catch onto one. Weehaw may be in trouble. Goes forward again. Kills off Hanskin. They're not going to be able to find the shards. Drops the Dream Coil. Weehaw barely alive, but I think he should be able to live through this. Oh, God. Chessie very low. He's going to drop.
Bottom lane.
Misery.
Window's going to get a solo kill. The wrap around. Oh, it's a vision. A vision.
Sasuke's gonna be able to do it. Hadouken from afar, not gonna quite be enough for the kill, but man, again, Moo just barely alive down here.
Ring around the tree, baby. Play coming in, and that was a nice TP in coming in from the Doom as well. So, man, this game is action-packed everywhere. I would say it's benefiting at least, Complexity a little bit, considering Tiny's about to potentially. Sorry about that. He's just like, I'm gonna run away. He could have potentially found Moo and got the kill on him, but not knowing where he was or who's up the hill.
They do find Weehaw, and he's gonna have to jaunt away. Has that regen rune now, so things looking fairly good for DC already. If you take a look at the net worth, 2,000 net worth lead and 750 experience. Again, down there in that bottom lane, you got to be so frustrated if you're Swindle. You come really close to being able to get the solo kill one time, and then the kill with the gank rotation the second time.
Oh, misery!
And now he's gonna take his spoils. He finishes off that Keeper of the Light, and that's something he had been waiting for a little while.
They have this planted board.
Guys, this is going to be Hanskin, able to do a lot with this. They're going to rotate 4 heroes in. Resolution first up, and is going to be able to go for the time walk away. Can they actually get out of here, though? Satsu just drops the ward, and he's literally going to walk away. They are not going to be able to catch up to him, I don't think. He's out of there.
Now walk it out. I'll run it out. Actually, he needs to run. They're going to find him. They're going to catch him. What?
Swindles? They have the jump, and right clicks are there, but Weehaw's also here, and it looks like the silence onto Weehaw, keeping him alive. Alright, they do kill the Doom, but the definition of space created is down bottom. You're seeing that Moo as well as Misery are starting to take down the tier 1.
It's pressure coming out from DC everywhere on the map. It's both teams constantly rotating around, getting a lot of things done. So nice to watch. You can understand that they
that was a smoke break as well. So he got the haste on Limp, but now they realize that there's going to be a rotation down daytime at least, and Misery shoots off one of those illuminates, thinking he was going to find the side of Complexity.
Yep, and with that blast, that either lets you know that there's a ward on that high ground or a hawk scouting you out. So it maybe Complexity want to end a sentry trying to find it out, but maybe not. Still available for limp at any given moment. And I want to note something for everybody. This is a really good raindrop game for both teams, and you can see it right now. There's a raindrop on the Tiny and the Puck. I wish some other heroes would have it, just because there's a ton of magical burst damage in this game. Oh!
3-minute chrono! Oh my god, Rezo! Right on the edge with all of them, and this might be a huge turnaround. Lip is going to try and get out of there, and I think that he should be able to live, but my goodness. Resolution hits it perfectly, and Weehaw should be able to escape from that. There wasn't enough follow-up, unfortunately, but that was really pretty to watch.
Oh yeah. It's if you think about it, this game, the chrono doesn't have that much synergy, right? Doom, I mean, Beastmaster. These are kind of like all single target tables, whereas the AoE chrono is there, but there's no AoE coming in besides Coddle or Puck. Moon is getting chased down.
Oh, I'm not sure if he's going to play Ring Around the Rosie this time. There are a lot of boars, and, well, maybe he can. Slowed down for the moment and jukes back the other direction. Oh, the avalanche catches him right on the edge, and that's going to ensure that the kill does finally go their way. So very well played there, but you're still seeing down bottom Resolution just solo taking this tower, and should be able to get it. Handskin is in the area. He time walks away, and instead they're going to be able to get the deny. Meanwhile, top lane, the chase forward, they toss down Swindles. They will have another Void in a second if they can find it, and that is going to be a kill. Swindles bringing it back for his team. Needs to be careful about this illusory orb as Weehaw is looking for the catch and drops down the silence onto him, running away for the moment. Phase boots back in 3 seconds, but is going to TP away, but no luck as the Infernal Blade comes out.
Nice rotations coming in, and that lets you know, yeah, there's a ping. No, the ward is up there just because he had the vision when he was in the trees for the Coddle. So that's why he went down. Ward there, gave the vision, and they know where Limp is farming down too. Roar still available. Oh, that was kind of obvious what they did. They just like nice. Walk out of the creeps and let me just try and roar you.
And that should signal also that there is a ward there, which I'm sure will be very soon dewarded by CompLexity. Weehaw again, those infused raindrops keeping him alive, and just having a little mini laning stage with Jesse here. As obviously neither wants to go too much further forward. So what's the play here for Leshrac? He's kind of been the least farmed core out of the game, despite having that safe lane that was pretty heavily contested. What does he need to build into in this game?
Normally your stock standard build is going to be Bloodstone, 9 times out of 10, and I would still say he should go for the Bloodstone, but it's one of those situations where cost, no, that they lost. Range creep. They got the deny on the tower, and I'm just going to back out here. Going to be hunting a little bit, but going back to answer the question, most of the time you just want to go for the Bloodstone, and then afterwards, that's tricky. One of the heroes in CompLexity should go for a Linken's. It's a really good game to have that for the Doom, for the Beastmaster Roar.
Radiant's middle tower is under
it feels like it could be strong, and we'll see who it is. I mean, that's something that maybe you even think about Swindles picking up. He actually, is he going Armlet this game? He's got the Helm of Ironwill.
Yep, it should be Armlet. He just wants to pull out aggression. They know they need another synth carry, and they know that the vision from the Ags is not going to be enough. They need another right clicker.
I like that. It's something that you don't always see, but now also they're going to need to back out because the Illuminate Blast is going to come through, and unfortunately, you can see that Resolution is down here in the bottom lane, and he literally has just been hitting towers for the past 2 to 3 minutes. It doesn't really feel like there's been a great response, and CompLexity wanting to make a lot of stuff happen, but it's just so hard given the context of the game and where they're finding themselves. They kind of feel like they also need to group up.
Yeah, this is a situation right now where CompLexity need to get something done at this nighttime. They have to, actually, because there's a 3k gold lead right now for DC, but that's actually equivalent to like a 6-7k gold lead at this moment. Oh my.
Got denied by the neutral.
So lucky, Hanskin. Oh, that was funny. But yeah, this is looking very grim for CompLexity a little bit, but they had this ward scouting out where they are. Move. There we go.
Snowball forward, looking for him, and he drops the Hawk, giving a little bit of extra vision. Can they take him down in time, though? He's very tanky, and instead they doom up Swindles. Moose still getting chased down and doesn't have that phase boots movement speed anymore. Throws out the Hadouken onto Z-Freak. They're going to chase down Swindles' first hit bash. Oh, that's so frustrating, and it does look like Z-Freak is going to be able to escape, but the Chronosphere dropped down a lot of hate level against Swindles, and Weehaw not going to be able to hit the Dream Coil. Oh, and now he's silenced. That is going to mean that I think Hanskin gets out. So Doom, Chronosphere, and the Dream Coil all used, and they only kill off the Night Stalker.
Yeah, but you can just see how strong these teamfight item or these teamfight controlling spells are. It's kind of devastating for Complexity. And right now you can still get the pick off lip. Nice. They're gonna get Moo here at least.
He tries to head off to the side.
Oh wait, what? Okay.
He was hiding. Oh my god. Tossed up in the air and punched in the jaw as he comes down. Z-Freak takes his revenge.
This is just it's still looking very good for DC though after that kill. Because they're having constant map control when they are supposed to make map control for this, Lesh, right? He's got max Edict. And so they really want to kill him in the mid lane, Chessie.
Well, they've got no more Doom, but Infernal Blade is available, and they throw out one of those Coddle Blasts, which does not connect onto Chessie. And this guy is very, very quick, and there's going to be the Silence in a little bit of trouble. They drop the Dream Focus. That spell is such a low cooldown, but Counter Initiation, Limp finds the kill, and after the Dream Coil used, they don't have Doom available. I think that he does still go down. Walrus punch out, and oh my god, they're also able to get away from that one as maybe still... No, he's definitely dead. There's no luck. They drop the roar onto Hanskin. He should fall here, but maybe not as the ult's going to come out. The right clicks are there, and yeah, it's the wild axes to find that.
And then the bada boom coming in from the... Misery is just playing so well this game. It's so amazing to watch what he does. Like, he's hit every single blast. And, Tusk tried to dodge it there. Didn't happen. And that ultimately, seals the fate for CM. But that's what happens to Buck when you don't have those raindrops. Excited because the hardest part about keeping raindrops is you need your null, you need your magic wand, and you need your bottle. You just need so many items that raindrop only benefits really when you have an additional item slot, it feels like. And it's unfortunate because he would have survived in a situation with that tiny burst.
Ooh, and we have thought about trying to go for this one, and is just going to let the Illusory Orb fly, but not going to chase too much further after it. Yeah, it's a great item for being able to get through that laning stage and dodge the ganks, but I think that it makes sense that it's something where you don't want to keep it in there forever. But again, catches Swindles, Dream Coil dropped, he's going to be stunned. Rest of his team's coming in. They might think about fighting this. Swindles is going to turn back around. Limp might spot out Resolution. He does have Chronosphere available, but needs to get away. I don't think that they can take this unless he hits like a 5-minute Chrono. The rest of the team is not actually here. Resolution turns back around, drops it, hits onto 4, but it's not nearly enough damage. Actually going to snowball through onto them as well. And what is happening right here? This is not the fight that DC want to be taking. Hanskin is low, but they're still going to be able to hold the tower, it feels like.
Maybe. Oh, this is looking like a disaster potential for DC.
They've already dropped Doom. Swindles is going to turn back around. They throw out the Hanskin ulti. It's actually a lot of damage onto all of them, and that's going to be DC dropping incredibly low here. He's still getting the full duration. Resolution taking a ton of damage, and now maybe silenced enough to find the kill. They toss forward Hanskin. That's going to end up being the Faceless Void going down, and Weehaw doing everything he can still. Only the Tusk has died. Hanskin goes down now. Misery blinded away. What was that?
That's a play. What?
Well, Misery's still gonna drop, but that was awesome.
That is not how that should work. I can guarantee you that. But that was amazing. You learn something every day in Dota, no matter what.
So can you give me your analysis? What did I see that correctly? That Limp tossed him, and then they were able to blinding light away before the damage hit him?
Yep, your eyes are working, my friend. That's what I saw, and I I would have never known that. That was just really bad for DC, though. All things joking aside, that can't make that play when you've already committed your Doom, you've committed your Chrono. And I think they even they committed the coil too. It's just like, what are you doing? Just try and get out. Like, sacrifice the tower, sacrifice 1 or 2 heroes. Meanwhile, Saksa is gonna get chased down here in the top lane.
He has a hood, so a little bit of extra survivability, and looks like they don't actually want to take this fight. It's really slow going.
Yeah. So Chessie, he did opt to go for the Yules. Gonna help out a lot for his movement speed, so he can catch up or even run away, or even try and dodge. Maybe somebody's about to cast a roar on him. He can use his Yules on somebody else, himself, even in the Chrono. So it's a very good item to have. Normally you see it after the Bloodstone, but you can understand why he wants to get it. Situation.
I also really do like that Night Stalker, he stops going for the armlet first. He's going to go into the Aghanim Scepter as his item instead. And, we talked about the armlet and how it would have been helpful, but this is also going to allow you to, get that vision advantage. And maybe they're off to a good enough start with Limp and his damage that he's been able to get, and now starting to build into an Aghanim Scepter of his own that they feel comfortable with it.
It's kind of still weird for me, having the helm still in his inventory. I obviously, you don't want to sell that item, and you can still benefit from the armor and the stats from it, the HP regen. So, but I guess he really needs to have the eggs just to take away all of the vision and give extra vision for yourself. Like, that's the bigger thing. Now they're able to maybe transition. Before they weren't maybe able to with the Tiny and the Lesh. Now they're not so far behind anymore. Tiny is the highest net worth now. Lesh is caught up at least a little bit, or keeping up with the rest. Maybe he just feels like they need the superior vision factor now.
Well, and I also, it's worth noting that we're going to see Resolution go back for the Radiance. So he's going for the Vanguard Radiance build, and heroes on the side of CompLexity, particularly this Tiny, who do a lot of damage in small swats. You want to make sure that you're able to actually hit every time, and that mischance can become pretty devastating if you're not careful. Meanwhile, down here in the bottom lane, Misery, it's got to be careful. It does look like they're going to try and find a kill. There's the jump forward. Avalanche, is he going to push him back again? He got one toss. Oh, not quite going to catch there with the shards. Run away, old man. This might be a little bit too deep. The Dream Coil, the Veil, oh my god, the damage! They're going to be able to do a ton to them. They are going to end up losing Misery, but poor God in this Chronosphere. Oh no, this was not how it was supposed to go. The Swindles, meanwhile, is going to be doomed up. Roar onto Limp. Oh my god, and everybody from CompLexity is going to end up falling here. Maybe can Swindles get away? That play by Weehaw was so good, and it looks like this is going to maybe be an escape for Swindles. Well, he actually has a Blink Dagger back up in just a couple of seconds trying to find him, but he's just too quick. The 3,000 gold change off the back of that one.
And now on the other, or the we can't do phrases anymore, guys.
It's late in the day.
We're done. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm putting the my mouth now. Oh. That's what we're doing.
Good stuff. Tell me about it. What's your read on the situation as it stands right now with the game?
Even though they did make that committal, it still was all the Weehaw show, right? And Resolution. And the thing is, it's just hurting CompLexity right now because they're grouping up so much for these amazing situations for DC. And if they don't do that and they just go for, the single good burst damage or picking off people around the map, they're going to be able to still be fine in this situation. You just gave a lot over to the enemy team. You have to realize that now of CompLexity. They're going to be an additional item at least on the puck now. Obviously, the face Void, you talked about, he's going to be finishing the Radiance soon. But you're just going to have to play around knowing they gave a lot of items over.
Yeah, it's a scary proposition indeed. And these items are going to start to make a bit of a difference, as the Radiance is going to be up very shortly. He's only a couple hundred gold away from it, but simultaneously CompLexity have hit a good timing in their own right. You've got the Aghanim Scepter on this Night Stalker with the gem shutting down the vision, and you can see that it's just so hard to play against this. They are going to spot out Misery here. who is going to end up being able to find somehow. Weeha jumps forward and is going to get caught, but the Chronosphere, they're going to be able to get away from there for the moment. Jets is still doing a lot of damage, and it looks like with that, Soxka might need to get out of there. They have the Dream Coil down onto 2. Is it going to be enough, though? They don't have the Radiance as of yet, and Misery ends up getting uppercutted one time in the face. Meanwhile, Doom has been dropped onto Limp. This might be their moment. Needs to be able to bring down Hanskin. They throw out the time dilation as well. There's the CM ulti, but Hanskin's going to fall. Meanwhile, jaunting forward, Weeha looking for more, is going to be able to spot Swindles and bail down onto Limp. They kill off on the top side, the Bullet, or the Tusk rather. So another really good team fight won by DC. Oh my god, almost able to catch there, but not going to be able to find Limp.
It doesn't have a Yule Scepter. I was just watching, and of course the pop nighttime already, as that could be devastating for CompLexity. They don't have nighttime for another 100 seconds once it goes down. And are they going to be able to do anything after this besides this tier tower? For PC is going to be the question. Maybe they'll go for Roche when they know that the ultimate was just used for Night Stalker. That could be very... I don't know right now. I'm very worried for CompLexity just because of what Swindles did with his ultimate pop.
Yeah, that's something that's going to need to be a good timing for them to try and exploit. They're not going to have Doom for 70 seconds, but Chronosphere is going to be back up really shortly. And they do have Radiance up on Void. You look at the net worth advantage, it's about 5,000 with around 4,000 experience earned, and just a lot of these timings coming online. Necrobook level 3 and a Blink Dagger for Moo. And during daytime now, they've got tremendous vision. So
mid lane,
this is tough. Oh, God. He's going to end up going down. Beastmaster's just so good.
You know, I want to give a shout out real quick to Misery, MVP of this game so far, you know, this series. He, for me, has mana leaked the Flash, hit at least 2 or 3 blasts during team fights, blinding light perfectly all the time. I don't know what more he can do in this damn game. But yeah, here you go. This is Swindles, man. That they know that this has to be happening right now.
They do have nighttime, darkness rather, in 10 seconds, but yeah, nobody's showing on the map, and they might realize that this is going on, and if they're able to get this Roche unimpeded, which it feels like is going to happen, I don't know, it could be curtains. They're going to end up spotting this out, and yeah, Roche is about to die. They don't really have a great answer for it. Swindles is going to try and do everything they can, but he can only look on in dismay as they have it, and now maybe trying to take a fight into all of these ultimates. CompLexity feel like they need to do something, but I don't think that they really can. The pipe's going to wear off. That might be their time to go, and actually Resolution turns back around. Silence for the moment, able to take it off. He's still got that Radiance burn going, and ends up dropping down the Dream Coil onto a couple. Controlled for the moment, drops down the Chronosphere, and is going to be able to catch onto several. Stock's going to be the only one, but it looks like they have enough damage. Triple kill for Resolution. Hanskin got a full duration ulti, but might be able to find that other one. Ultra kill down. Oh my god, what a man. Weeha going to chase down Swindles, and do they have enough to control him? I don't think so, but honestly, it doesn't matter at this point. That's going to be 2,800 gold swing, and the Aegis on top of that. Oh no, CompLexity.
Everything's just fading away. What was, you know, the last game was epic. This is just starting to look like a bloodbath, and the only blood on the floor right now is CompLexity. It's looking devastating for them. They still have the Necro 3 available. They have Pipe ready, Mechanism in 10 seconds. Even Egg is still on Resolution. I don't see how this is not at least 1, if not 2 sets of wrap.
And this is the lineup that I feel like scales better into the late game as well, and it's not really looking like anything's going to stop it from happening. Swindles throws out a Void onto the board, but the pipe popped, and Hanskin can only throw out so many Crystal Novas before they're just going to be able to jump on him. They are going to be able to get the toss back onto Resolution. Time walks away all the damage. Now we have Veil, Dream Coil, Silence as well, and why not just make it happen again? They Blinding Light back and buyback for the Crystal Maiden, but it's not enough. Jetsi is going to drop out of mana, out of the time, controlled and killed. Meanwhile, Resolution going to jump forward a bit more. The Radiance burn all over the place. Weeha not going to get killed off. They buy back another 2 heroes, and he ends up getting the Yule Scepter lift up. Hanskin dropping low. It's going to be able to drop away from there as well.
No,
Weeha finally gets out. Are you kidding me? Weeha, what a player. Oh man, and he escapes. Nobody dead for DC with 3 buybacks already used for complexity. Sox is taking a lot of damage, but the blinding light keeping him alive. Chronosphere is back up. Is he going to be able to do it? Oh, Aegis is dropped, but he's going to have it back up when he spawns, and this might be the moment for them to go. He actually just time walks away, does not want to push his luck. And Swindles, very aggressive.
He's got his Manta. He's got his Manta.
Oh god, Manta dodges away. That's going to be Jesse going down. Trying to escape the jump forward. They kill him off. Faceless Void, monster kill streak. And Barracks are on the menu. So many buybacks used. Already a 5,600 gold swing. They get the deny on the ranged Barracks, but the smallest silver of linings around that cloud.
Man, complexity just throwing bodies and bodies and bodies. And it's just not working right now. They're just too tanky. They can't kill off resolution. They can't kill off tanky heroes. And somebody's about to get roared in the face. Who is it?
They're looking for it. Limp actually going to toss back, and all of a sudden, oh, Weeha is already there. He gets caught in the Chronosphere, and Hanskin doing everything that he can, but just look at the damage. Limp is going to end up going down here as well. Godlike streak for this Faceless Void at this point. 12, 2, and 12. And it looks like another Barracks is going to end up falling. They pipe up. 2 tanky, 2 survivable. And they just don't have enough to deal with this.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
You know what DC stands for? Duracell right now. Battery, strong, never giving up, everlasting, and looks like, oh, there we go.
Lifton, Weeha finally does fall, and they do up Limp for the moment. Sox are taking a lot of damage. A really nice first split. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to finish them all off. Resolution's still alive. Just kills off Limp, and somehow is going to survive through this. Is he going to be able to get away? Oh, God. Lift up with the Yule Scepter, trying to chase him down. He finishes off his Diffusal Blade, but DC dove a bit too deep as they are going to end up getting chased down. Misery is going to TP away. No luck as far as being able to finish him off.
They got a wrong battery. Sorry guys, I misjudged that. They were out of charges. They needed to go back and, you know, fill up. That was, all things aside though, Complexity are doing not so hot. Like you talked about, they nice hold there. Maybe they're gonna need at least 4 more of those, if not 5. And we talked about this Lyrical, man. We talked about it enough where it's just scaling. DC into the later stage is superior. So Complexity are just gonna have to outplay, just straight out ball these guys right now.
Well, the CM got 3,000 gold from that last fight and buys a BKB, because that's a thing on top of the Midas. But regardless, I'm not sure if that's even going to be enough, because at the end of the day, if they need to, they've still got Roar to be able to break through it. And I mean, you don't necessarily want to have to cast Doom, but it's something else you can do if you have to. So, and honestly, I just don't even know if it's going to be enough damage to take down all these Kanky cores. Puck has a Crimson Guard, by the way. What?
He's tired of dying, and they just want to end the game, basically.
Oh no.
Swindles.
Well, looking for him. Weeha gonna chase him down. Yule Scepter lifting it up, and there's gonna be the Veil. The chase is gonna continue. They do have the Dream Coil if they need to use it. Oh my goodness. The gem on the ground. They pick it up and ready to go in now with the Chronosphere up and ready to go.
That was weird pushing out that far when that's the only lane left in the game where DC are gonna go to 100%. And without having buyback now, or actually he has buyback at least, so the play isn't that bad, but he really would love to have the buyback right now for when he dies, because it's this stage of the game.
Oh, Weeha, they don't end up hitting the Avalanche, and there's going to be the jump Chronosphere as well. They break it immediately. Hanskin, oh no, BKB didn't want it so quickly, but it's not going to be there. Now Jesse is doing a lot of damage. Weeha's still alive for the moment. Face shits away, and it looks like Resolution's just going to be able to chase them down. They've already got a triple kill for Misery because that hero is so ridiculous, and DC beat Complexity 2-0 again. I apologize for my item drop. He dropped his Yule Scepter. Oh god, really? Are you gonna do that to him? Are you really gonna... Well, they dropped down a Sentry Ward as well as the Observer, and It looks like they are going to continue.